living a life of constant fear, of dread, where you have this constant backdrop of anxiety looming over you like a parasite that sucks the life and joy out of your very existence, is easily the worst fate you can have as a human being. It will literally rob you of your soul. It will rob others of your soul. It takes away your freedom. Whereas to live without fear, fear on your shoulders, is like having your chains removed. What I really mean by fear taking away your soul is that it prevents you from truly living and living fully and joyously. Prevents you from embracing yourself, and prevents you from embracing the life that you have, the life that you live, the human experience that you get to have on earth while you can. You could live so much more. You could love so much more without the unnecessary burden that ties you down. With fear, you don't live authentically. You don't live true to yourself because you're afraid to. Because of the potential consequences that may not even exist. You know, it's all in your head. Most of the time, it's all in your head. The consequences where no matter what you do, you will end up back in the exact same spot. You know, you're afraid of death. I have a whole other video on that subject, and you're afraid of the finite life, or you're afraid of infinity, afraid of a meaningless life, and that stagnates your ability to achieve your largest potential and live out this life to the fullest in whatever capacity you can, regardless of this visible end to that life. You know, it is much better to have lived a life without fear, like a life without fear with confidence, because you cared about your own peace and your own truth, and you didn't let anything, especially not fear, stop you from finding your truth and your purpose and your identity. And a life where you understand yourself and your place in the universe. And even if life is scary and it ends, you don't need to be afraid. We're all in the same boat, and there is a place for all of us. But living that full, authentic life, that fearless life, is a much better outcome than to squander your temporary experience of being human because you're afraid of temporary things that would pass. If your human experience is temporary, then so are all the things that you fear. The fears of the mighty ego that corrupt the beauty of the soul. You don't need to read too deeply into what isn't important and let them consume you. You know, fear of arbitrary things, or truly meaningless things. Being out of place, not belonging. Focus on the positive aspects that are worth caring about. What is actually important to you and what actually gives you purpose and meaning. When you stay true to yourself and actively engage in your life and seek meaning and adventure rather than bullshit, there won't be any time for fear. Because everything outside of that, the things that truly matter to you, that's a load of shit. And that's what makes you fearful.